everybody. So a little bit of an update here. As you can tell, I am busy trying to reload some games, and their mods that I have here. Um, okay. But as you can see, I got most of my games here. Let's just undo this. Downloaded. What I am missing are my house flippers and The Sims 3. I'm actually having a hard time loading those back up, so those are pending at this time. Whether or not we're going to be able to get those up or not. Yeah, so again, we're just trying to reload some of these mods in, and as you could tell, I'm actually talking. So, um, big deal for me. I normally don't talk. Um, it is something that throughout Monday through Friday, through my work week for 8 hours a day, I tend to um, be talking constantly. So my job is basically I collect money for a corporation, and I talk about arrangements and how to help support for budget wise and stuff like that. I also do a lot of taxes during tax season. I just finished that up, so yay. I'm glad that's over with now. Um, but yeah, so I'm planning on doing a little bit more talking now through some of my Sims, some of my gameplays. Um, it's difficult when you're talking so much all the time that it's just sometimes the free will of not being able to talk is kind of like levity, and just being able to sink into your game without a care is another great thing. As you can tell here, we are modding here. um, so, okay, got that going. Another reason why I didn't talk, well, I guess anybody can say that. They just don't like to hear their own voice, and I'm one of them. I don't like listening to myself. Well, hopefully, you guys don't mind it as much as I do. Um, but anyway, so I downloaded Baldur's Gate and realized there was no mods in it. So basically, we're remodeling, and I'm talking to you right now. As you could tell, I got some shield effects and sorcery effects, and of course, my favorite, No Limited Party. That has been my favorite as to date for mods. Being able to bring your whole group of characters is just it's so much fun. With Baldur's Gate, I have made it through set one, I believe, and kind of ventured in a little bit in set two, but I didn't get very far. I mean, I got into the entrance, into the shadows there, and stopped because I wanted to do some recordings. And as you noticed, I did do recordings, but it looks like I'm gonna have to restart that, which is such a shame. Very much so that it's a little bit annoying, but that's what happens when you have to redo your computer. Um, I have no idea what really actually happened with my computer. The firewalls and all that was working just fine, but I located to most of it to um, my Steam, to be honest. Steam was taking up like 253 storage space in my computer. Don't know how that happened. I don't know if it's just because it was uploading or all updates and stuff like that, but it was a little annoying. I had to clear everything out. I tried unstalling and installing Steam again, but it still had the same storage unit mount, which, if anybody knows about Steam, it doesn't take that much storage at all, period. Um, yeah, and so I had to redo the whole thing. Um, I do apologize if you hear my dog in the background whining. She wants some pets here. Uh, you can go lay down now. There we go. All right. So about me, while we're here modeling, basically, I go by Rennie, or you can use my full name. It's Renee. I'm, well, old. Mid-age, I guess you would say. I just turned 40, so yeah. Um, Always wanted to do recordings, started recordings, and absolutely love it. It's something that I've always wanted to do but never had time for. Sometimes I don't have time for it. Um, but we make do. So or at least we try to make do with it. I have a partner. We're not married, but we've been together for, I believe this summer will be 17 years. So, and he is basically my everything. He is always there for me. And uh, I get a lot of questions. Well, why don't you get married? Well, you know, it, and yeah, it's just a piece of paper, but I just never really saw a point into it. We have, two beautiful daughter or kids, one daughter, one son. Um, my daughter is oh going to be 13 here in May. Pretty exciting. So preteen. Uh, Not looking forward to it because she's a handful already, but you know, w- wouldn't change it for the world, to be honest. Love her with all my heart. She just finished up some of her archery. She's got a last performance here in May in Kentucky for nationals, so I'm super proud of her. Trying to figure out how I can get myself over there to watch. It'll be her first year, and she's done archery for 2 years. Um, Also, too, her first softball practice is coming up in 2 weeks, which is great and fun. I'm super excited that she's into all this activities. She's also a very good clarinet and bass clarinet player. She, yeah, so she just performed last week, an honors band, and there was a lot of children that were in the conference from different schools that came around, and basically what they did was got together and played music together, and it sounded so good, so good. I don't need that. Okay, or at least I don't think I need that. Anyway, I'm getting a little distracted, and my dog just farted. Wow. Wow. Holy cow. Speaking of animals, I have two dogs. The one that farted is my oldest. She just turned 9. She is a black lab Walker Hound mix. And she has mostly just black and white, and she's was our first dog in the house. The first animal that was in the house was Sweets, and that's our cat. She's fully black from the whiskers to her tail. And she is a mama's girl. I'm not afraid to say that. She is mine all the way, and she just, wherever I go, she is. She's in my work area all the time, up on my desk, and probably hear why we record as well. I'm not going to use that mod there. I have a problem with it working fully, so we're just going to skip that. Anyway, so continue. Sweets was gotten when I was pregnant with my daughter, so she just turned 13 as well. We adopted her from I think it was like Petco, but it had to go through one of the adoption services in the county. But she was dropped off there weeks old. They had bottle fed her. And when we were trying to find a present for our dog at the time, who was Emma. Unfortunately, she got a brain tumor and we had to put her down. But anyway, we were looking for a Christmas present for her, so we're waddling through Petco, and my other half, my partner, James, he came up to me and he's like, "You gotta see this." And he dragged me all the way across Petco. Well, I waddled all the way over. And we came to this square little box with this little black poof. And she was so scared, so scared. People, she only knew, the 4 square box, and he was playing with her through the glass with the little laser, and it was so endearing that he looked and said, "Can we?" And oh my gosh, I am a softie. I'm like, "Well, we're supposed to get Christmas present for the dog." And he goes, "Well, this is a great Christmas present." And we ended up bringing her home. I couldn't say no. Um, yeah, so we ended up with a cat that day. Great Christmas present for everybody around. So basically, what ended up happening is she spent most of the time with me when I was pregnant, became mine anyway. And at that time, I was on bed rest with my daughter, and my favorite show at the time was Bones. And in Bones series, my favorite character was Dr. Sweets, and that's how she got her name. Anyway, so the second one that we have in the house for dog is Brandy. And yes, Morgan and Brandy, for dog wise, it is in his family where they decide that they like naming after alcohol. Apparently, it's a big tradition. Yeah, so we have Brandy and Morgan. His brother has Jaeger. Yeah. His father has Bailey. And then his other parents, his mom and his stepdad, they have. Let me see what they. What's the name of? Okay, so the other one is like Bud, and let's see. think it's just Bud right now. But they used to have a dog named JD, like Jack Daniels and stuff. So I guess it's a family tradition. I'm hoping that when we get our next animal, that we can kind of break the family tradition and just name a normal dog. But anyway, so that is it for the four-legged. My son, he is 6 years old. He just turned 6 in December. He is a Christmas child. He was supposed to be born around New Year's, but he was a preemie, about a month, and he was a very big preemie. He was 9 pounds 8 ounces, 20 inches long. So he was a big boy, big boy. The reason why he was a preemie, I went in for a regular checkup. He wasn't responding to the doctors. Doctors did emergency C-section, which we were planning a C-section already. I had complications with my daughter, and I already had a C-section with her, so we were already planning one with my second. Not that soon, obviously, but so he came out with a blood sugar of 4, and we ended up in a child's hospital for a week. But after that, I couldn't do anymore. Technically, after my daughter, they said I couldn't have any more, and along came my son, and yeah, so he came along, and then he had those complications, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't, watch them suffer just to have like a third baby or anything. So, we were blessed with both of them, and they're very healthy now, loving, caring, fantastic children, and that's anyone that can ask for is just all around happy, healthy, fun loving children. And they're the joy of my life. And it's busy here. It's a zoo. I am gluten for punishment, I guess, and I just can't help myself, I guess. So, let's see here. I was on this one, so we're here. I'm not quite sure what else to say, to be honest. I am going to try to finish downloading some of these, loading up the game, and making sure that all my mods are in place. I would like to see if I can get my save back in there. I'm not quite sure if that's going to happen, to be very, very honest with you. Sometimes when you have to reinstall a game, most of the mods don't flip in there to a save game. It just all depends on how it behaves. But we're going to try and see where to go from there. If anything, we'll probably have to restart a new one, and I'll probably pick the same one. I do like to do kind of like a Thunder Mage. That has been, so far my favorite. When I did the first set that one time. Again, most of it is going to be really just the first set that I know. After that, it's going to be a blind playthrough. I haven't went through the second or third set, so I don't know really what I'm getting myself into. And I'm trying to avoid watching other videos or other players that are playing Baldur's Gate at this time, um, just so that I have a true blind through for those two sets. Um, and then we'll go from there. I am planning on doing some remaster works for Dragon Age series. Um, we'll see how far that goes. Um, and I don't know how far I want to go through that just because I'm waiting like any other Dragon Age fan for that fourth game to come out, the final game apparently, and we waited for years. I'm glad they're taking their time. Let's not get that wrong. I'm glad, hopefully, because they're taking so much time, that it is going to be fantastic. Um, I I'm hoping with all hope that it turns out like the first and the third one. The second one, it's not so bad. And I am glad that you know it's there. I still play through it. I don't mind it so much. Um, I am okay with what is there and what's not there. Yeah, and I'm planning on reworking on that as well. I am planning on doing this game here too, the Horizon Zero Dawn. Right now, my daughter is playing that at this time as I'm trying to update all that. That's like her ultimate favorite. She also likes Sims, but like I said, it is taking a while with that. I have a lot of stuff for Sims. I have store contact, mods, CC. I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna re-download my CC. However, um, not sure how far I'm gonna go with that quite yet. Let me see. I apologize. I'm a little distracted. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, baskets. Baskets ended up being failed here. Okay. Um. Basket equipments, trade, fireproof. So I apologize. I'm a little distracted at this moment. Let me see where I'm at. Withers, custom bat. Okay, so it was that one that got stuck. So I am here. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So either like some remaster works or some short clips with some of the romance. I did end up for Dragon Age Origins when I reloaded that up, it basically bounced me out and won't let me sign in now for my Dragon Age Keep, which it does state that it is now you're not able to connect to it anymore anyway. So there is everything that I had unlocked before is now have been erased, so I'm trying to unlock all my stuff again, my rows or whatnot, but it's okay. I'll probably do a remake anyway, or remaster replay. For Dragon Age Origins, I have a lot of mods for that as well. I just got done downloading that. I just got done loading all of my Dragon Age 2 and 3 as well. And as you can tell, I came across some new mods that I'm trying. I'm pretty sure I know from the last previous game through with my Dalish. Uh, all the headless ones. I think I got them all except for the blood mages in the forest and then in Denerim there. I don't know where I'm losing all that, to be honest. Um, Not quite sure where to go from that, but yeah, I'm not quite sure. Uh, well, okay, I apologize. I just came across, so it never loaded when I did that. How interesting. Okay, um, sorry. Easily distracted. Um, so anyway, yeah, for the Dragon Age Inquisition, I can't get my Frosty mod to work at all. It is an annoying. I followed a lot of YouTube instructions to see why the handler on it is not working. Um, Otherwise, I got most of my mods in there, and then it just didn't want to kick on. So I followed tons and tons of that um, to see what we could go from there. But yeah, I have no clue why it's doing that. And oh, these are cute. Oh, they're so cute. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry, but not sorry to be. Oh, that's so pretty. I like her horns. I wonder where I can find those. Um. Anyway, again, with the distractions, super super sorry about that. But yeah, so one thing at a time, one mod at a time, and we'll go from there. And I'm hoping that I get most of these loaded up and we can start a new character for Baldur's Gate 3. And we'll probably start a remake of Dragon Age Origins. Go from there. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to try working on the other two games that are missing, or put the remake back burner and maybe do some Horizon Zero Dawn with BG3. Um, it just all depends on what I'm going to be in the mood for. Um, I have officially been done with taxes, and I am basically considering a different job. So I haven't been working full time right now, in between collections. I'm hoping to find something different. But time will tell, I guess. Again, we'll try some of these recordings, see where we go from there. And if you guys prefer me talking through the games, I can try. Again, if it is a time where I am with my job and whatnot, maybe I'll just avoid recording from that day and do it the day where I'm not working, where I'm willing to, kind of talk. But yeah, we'll just kind of play it from ear right now. I just kind of wanted to show you where I'm at with the process of my games. Because I haven't posted anything for quite a while. I've been struggling a little bit with re-downloading everything and trying to figure out what's taking what room and why certain mods aren't working. And like I said, I've been busy with my daughter's honors band, archery, and it's been fun. Now that it's gotten to a little bit warm. Yeah, I mean, it rained all last night, melted some of the snow that was still left here. Um, and if you don't know where here is, I am a Wisconsin night. I'm from about, they would say Midwest, but it's Northwest, kind of in smack dab in the middle. But I live in a small little town known for farmers, resort areas. They are my main tax people that I do taxes for. Also, I do a lot of my family members as well. So it it's not too bad. It's my main income. Otherwise, during the winter, it's very quiet here. We're a resort little town, and basically, our busiest time here will be in the next few months where all the snow is melted, some of the weather is up, and when the ATV trails open up and fishing starts to be, a available for them. Hunting or hunting area where everybody comes around and starts hunting. That is basically our main income area. I didn't want that. So I believe my town is about 100 people, give or take a little bit. I also grew up in a small town before moving here, but it was quite a little bit bigger, not by much. Uh, just going to put that out there. It has not been by much, but it was about like 500, 800 people where I grew up, and then I went to uh, university, university next door, next state, in the cities, which in the cities here for us, it's called St. Paul, Minneapolis. I went there for school for 4 years and got my nursing license. And I worked in nursing for 15 years and hated it. By that point, it was 12 to 16 hours. I was always getting mandatory, and I missed a lot of my daughter when she was younger, growing up, and it's always been a regret of mine. I am just upset and regretful that I missed so much. I ended up quitting 2 weeks, I guess, before um, the COVID hit, which was very, very good, very lucky for me. And kudos for all you fellow nurses and CNAs and doctors and whatnot that worked through that. I can't imagine those gowns, masks, and hats and everything and gloves that you had to cover yourself up with. Those are the hottest things, the hot. And it is the most uncomfortable stuff to wear as well. But kudos to you guys. I can't even imagine. I normally would avoid the isolation stage if I could help it. But yeah, it was never fun to go in those kind of situations, and I give total props to everybody that has had to do that. Let's see here. From there, I went into managing one of the resorts around here for about 3, 4 years, and then got into collections. I have been all over the place, but I'm hoping to, settle down a little bit and maybe try relying more on tax things. Those are more fun to me. Um, Numbers are more fun to me. But yeah. So anyway, that is the plan. If anybody would like anything else for me to look into, we'll see what we can do. Again, because I am kind of thinking about going into different job things, we'll probably wait and go from there to see what kind of new games I would like to drop in. Um, yeah, so okay, so my video kind of went off. I think I hit a button or I just went a little over my record time. But anyway, we'll see what we can do. And I am going to finish up these mods, try to upload a game, and hopefully go from there. And I will see you very soon, I hope. All right.